a new year. Similar me. These big icicles will take somebody clean out. And I knew they was gonna do this. I didn't know they was gonna get this big. Wow.
Oh yes.
Oh, so you doing the bending? I have never been able to run on a railroad track like this. I don't really like New Year's resolutions because I'm continuously growing and changing and stuff. And I don't need a calendar year to tell me to change or to remind me to be on top of my stuff. Oh, this look good. It's icy here in Louisiana. And I'm enjoying all the peace that I can. Ain't no cars really. Even though the trucks out here, low-key, they trying to show off like, okay, girl, you can drive on the road. Okay. But I'm over here. I'm on a railroad track. I have never been able to walk on a railroad track like this before. But because of the ice, it allows me to walk and even run on the railroad. I'm trying to figure out when they got these stylish trains in my area. Growing up, I think I've talked about this before. But oh, there go a dick.
That's a big fucking dick!
But growing up, seeing graffiti on trains was just like so beautiful to me. It's still like one of my favorite art installations is graffiti on the side of train cars. Like it's everything to me. But yeah, child, I'm just kind of documenting the ice, the freeze over of January 2026 in Louisiana. Y'all, look at that. That's breathtaking. Oh my gosh, let me show y'all on the back camera, child, because the front camera don't do it no justice, child. Hold on. I'm using my film camera app, but like, oh my gosh, y'all. If y'all could see this in person, it's beautiful. So now I'm just kind of walking the tracks, and I'm gonna go further than I probably could during the warmer months. I don't know when I'm gonna die. But all in all, no matter what else I record, just be looking forward to content. I ain't give up on the YouTube channel. I just took some time, child. I know y'all say you always taking some time. Well, I took some more time, bitch. Beautiful day. I've tried to record this I don't know how many times. This is the third time and my video keeps cutting out on my film camera app, so I'm gonna try to record it on my regular phone. I'm gonna try to say it fast because I don't have a lot of storage. But I've also recently been getting to my ancestry, and I've been learning a lot about my family origins and a lot about where I came from, where my people came from. I don't have a lot of information before emancipation for my black side, but on my white side, I've been able to track it back to England and London and Wales, and that is I look up like any other innocent citizen to see you, the sheriff, staring my car down, arm half cocked at your waistline ever so lightly, asking aloud, "Are you alright in there?" My conscience said yes, but my subconscious said, "Will I?" So I just had a video taken of me by a white man.
Nazi redneck assholes, fuck off!
Very telling of my area. I'm just walking on the railroad, not bothering nobody. And I had to get asked where I'm heading. Like I owe him some shit.
You hand me them pants, boy?
So I'm going the fuck home. But I'm gonna finish telling y'all the rest of the story. When you get in the house, could you please delete that picture you have of me? Yeah, bitch, I saw your ass. You not slick. Anyway, see, this is being black in America. Now I feel unsafe. Now I feel uneasy. And before that, I was minding my business. And no one was outside. And I was bothering no one. And I have to get asked, where am I heading? On a desolate train track. It's ice outside. Nobody is outside. And I'm having pictures taken of me. And the KKK was probably still is very prevalent in this area. You can't do shit. You can't do shit when you're black in America. There's always a suspicion. I'm doing nothing. I'm surrounded by a wilderness. But now I have to head home for my safety. Because I don't know who that nigga is. Back to what I was saying, like finding the ancestors that actually came from Wales and that actually came from England and possibly Scotland when I get further along, that showed up in my DNA test. And it just proved to me that, like, hey, these things are actually true. These things are accurate. But on my father's side specifically, I hit a roadblock because, emancipation happened around 1870-ish or 1860-something like that. And so before then, black people weren't listed in the census by name. They would be under their slave owner, and their slave would have to say how many slaves they had. And the most they will put on there is the age, height, eye, or hair color, or something like that. And so now I'm in the process of having to look that information up, trying to figure out where the Hardin surname especially when it came to slaves, came from in Louisiana, because as far as I know, there were no slave owners that had the surname of Hardin in Louisiana, so most likely those ancestors were sold over here, I don't know how many generations before, from another place, because they slaves most times bore the name of their slave owner, bore the surname of their slave owner. So there are some hardened Anglo-Saxon motherfuckers out there somewhere that I have to track down that most likely own my ancestors. And if I can track this back, I can probably get pretty close to the 1600s, possibly. But yeah, I have a lot of family on that side from Concordia, Tensas Parish, and family from Georgia and all the different places. And it's crazy because all these people after emancipation, all of them came to Mer Rouge, Louisiana, which is right by Bastrop, Louisiana, where I'm from. And Mer Rouge, Louisiana is where all four of my grandparents grew up, basically. It's crazy. And fun fact, the people heard after emancipation, they heard basically is they have gold in their eyes or something like that down here. And so that's why so many of my ancestors most likely came down here after emancipation, because they heard it was work, they heard it was money. Mind you, they were still doing farming and field hand jobs, so they were probably still picking some cotton, still picking crops, and still doing that type of work. But they were free, you know, and eventually they raised children and they ended up being able to have their own homes. Of course, dealing with discrimination and stuff along the way, but they did all that to get to this point to where I am. And I feel so much more connected to my ancestors now. If I were to call on them, I feel a connection now because I know names, I know places, and it just opens up my empathy that much more. But yeah, I don't know what else I'm gonna record for this video. That was an interesting development. I'll see y'all when I see y'all. And if this gets uploaded, I made it home safe.